This is a tutorial showing you how to use Popcorn, an online video commenting and editing application that you can find at archive.org. I'm going to show you how to add text comments to a video that's available online. This video is going to focus on using Popcorn to critically comment on the State of the Union address broadcast. The first thing you want to do is create a user account at archive.org, which I've already done. And by creating an account, you'll be able to save your work as you go. If you're going to be working with a group of students, you might want to have all of them access your archive.org account, and that way you could save all the videos to one account. And so then you want to go to the Popcorn editor at archive.org. This is the URL, archive.org/pop. When you open that, you'll see this. We have here the screen where your video media appears. We have down here a timeline where you can add layers of different video, text, images, and sound or music. And you can play media using the play button here. It tells you the time here. You have a media tab, and this is where you paste links to videos, whether from YouTube or from archive.org or some other video link. You can also add text and images using this Events tab, and then when you're ready to save your project, you can title it up here and add a description and save it here, and then you'll get a link for that you can share. The first thing you want to do is find a video to comment on. I found it handy to create a page of links that people might want to start to work with. That might save some time if your time is short. Copy this link and paste it here and click Get Media, and now that media appears down here under My Media, and I can take this clip, this video clip, and drag it down to the timeline here into this first layer. I'm going to ignore that flash warning. It doesn't actually need Flash to work because it's running on HTML5. And I'm going to drag this. You can see you can drag the clip around. I'm going to drag it to the beginning, and then if I click play, I can watch the video clip that I've added here. You could either add text at this point or edit the media. So let's say that you don't need all of it, you just want to end it there. You can actually drag the handles here to shorten it. I would recommend only dragging the end handle. If you drag the beginning handle, it doesn't do what you expect it to do. You can also edit the clip by changing the time, the start time, and the ending time, or the in and out times. You can also drag the start time in here, which is actually a better way to edit. You can drag it, or you could type it and say 08 seconds. So you see the time here is, this is minutes before the colon and seconds after the colon. And you can do the same with the out point. Now let's say I want to add some text. I'm going to click on Events again, and then click on Text. And if I just drop it on there, it'll add this text box here, and you'll see it down here in the layer on the timeline. And I can drag to move that so that the text comes on and it's timed right where I want it to start and stop. So you'll notice that this text is very hard to see. The default is black, and that's a little hard to see, so you can click on the Advanced tab here. You can change the font. Maybe you want a sans serif font, might be a little easier to read. You can make it bigger. That's maybe too big. Let's make it 20%. And change the color. White's always good. Maybe yellow. Something bright will probably stand out. And then if you go back to basic, you can say, that's my critical comment. You can type in your text here. You can change the alignment to make it centered, and you can move it wherever you need to move it. And if you drag it out, you can make it so that it doesn't skip down to the next line. I could zoom out again and let's say I watch it again and I want to add some more text, I could go back, click away by clicking on the Media tab, click on the Events tab, and add another piece of text. Now if I wanted to, I could also add some images. You might want to have in here some links to images already found, or you can search for images. One place to go would be Wiki Commons. If you go to Wiki Commons, you can search for whatever you want. So once you find your image, if you click on it, you want to click down to more details. Get the link to an image is to control click or right click and select copy image address, and then you can paste that and it'll appear over the video image. So then you could shrink it down, make it appear where you want. There might be some limitations there depending on how the file is formatted. So once you've added your text and images, click the project tab, title it. You might want your name in it so that you know it's yours. And let's call it V1, version 1, because you can go back and change it, and you might want the next version be version 2. It's going to create a different video link every time you save it with a different title, and then click save. You might want to give it a little description, but you can view the item here. If you click on that link, you can also copy and paste that link. It might take a minute for that to actually activate. So there's my completed video. You can go back and make changes to your Popcorn video project by signing into archive.org and clicking on your account name and click on My Library. And if I click on the State of the Union version 1, and then I click on, when this turns green, this is the Remix button, and I click on that, and that will open up the Popcorn editor with the project that you have been working on. And then you can go and edit that. So then again, I would save that with the new title, call it V2, and that will create a new video link whenever you save that remixed or updated video available at that link there. That's the basics for using Popcorn. If you don't have a lot of time to work with Popcorn, that may be the extent of what you can accomplish. If you have a little more time, you could start making a little more complicated edits. So for example, you can have multiple video clips in multiple pieces of media that you're adding on to different layers here. You can have audio from one video clip playing under the video of another clip. So I probably want to flip that, have video off for that. If you move a piece of video up on top of it, it'll be visible and hide the other piece of video. That should be enough to get you started working in Popcorn.